Hi, so I'm going to start off with some statistics first. So the U.S. Public Interest Research Group found that average students spend as much as $1,200 each year on textbooks and other supplies. So I don't know about you, but being a college student, I don't like to spend that much money on books that I'm only going to use for one class and for one semester and probably never see in my entire life. So, which is why I'm going to persuade you to switch into ebooks instead of printed books. So, according to an article on the U.S. News, online textbooks are estimated to save an average of $100 per course per semester. I personally like to save, whether it's a dollar or two, $100 is even better, which is why I think that moving to textbooks would be a lot better. And I'm going to give you a few reasons on why I believe ebooks are better. So first of all, they are quicker to obtain. I don't know that if your first class you go in, you find out what textbook you need, and you run to the bookstore only to find out that they're sold out. So you quickly go online to purchase a book, but then again, you're still waiting about 2 days for them to send it, or maybe even a week. But with an ebook, if you go onto their website or you go onto an online vendor, you can easily pay for your book and get it within seconds, which I personally think is good because you're not falling behind in your classes. You can easily do your homework because I know a lot of professors give you homework the first week of school. So another one is that they're easily updated and upgraded, which pretty much means that information is changing so rapidly that regular printed books aren't able to change with that speed, but ebooks are because you can easily change them and manipulate them and then upgrade them on any technological device and easily have them. Also, that you can get free materials with with an ebook. I don't know if you've seen that when you go in to purchase an ebook, it gives you supplemental materials to use to study for other classes. So I think that it's beneficial. Sometimes it does cost a little bit extra, but still it does help you with the course, and it could be, very good for you in the long run. And they also take less space, so I just want to show you a few books that I currently have. So I have this book here, this book, and this book. If you guys see, these are pretty big books and take up a lot of space in my backpack and are very, very heavy. But I can probably have all those three books on one of these, and I only have to carry this, or I can easily access it with my cell phone, or I can have my laptop with me at all times and have the same three books I just showed you on any electronic device pretty much. Which leads me to my next point, is that they're portable. I can easily carry this and not have to worry about a huge backpack with 5, 6, 7 books in it, plus my notebooks, and plus so many other things that you carry on a day-to-day basis in school. Also, another big thing about ebooks is that you can highlight. What I like about these books is that you can highlight easily. So you can kind of, go in and then highlight, and then it all kind of goes into a notebook that you can easily study. Whereas regular books, you have to go in and you have to go page by page and see exactly what you highlighted. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's fun. Another big thing about ebooks is the fonts. If you guys noticed in textbooks like this, the font is usually very tiny, and you can't really do much about it. You just kind of have to deal with it. And if you have a hard time seeing, this is probably very difficult for you. But with ebooks, they're like phones. You can easily just zoom in, and you can kind of have the font that you want without having to go out and purchase a book that has bigger font. It can be more expensive, and maybe they don't even have it, which most likely is the case. Another reason that ebooks have less of a carbon footprint, they do have higher environmental costs involved in manufacturing certain things like iPads, phones, or computers to carry all those things. But in the long run, they pay off because you can do so much. You can store so many things on these. You can have 40, 50 books on just one device and not have to have those 40 and 50 books kind of in your house, in your backpack, or anywhere. Also, ebooks are cheaper, which is kind of the main point that I'm trying to make here, is that you can spend so much on regular textbooks. You can easily spend $200, $300 on one textbook, where with an ebook you can get that same book for a lot cheaper, and you still have all these other things, all these other aspects that you don't have to worry about, sort of like carrying them, highlighting them, and losing money from them and storing them and all of that stuff. So again, I would really recommend an ebook because there's just so many benefits from it. And what can go wrong? You can do pretty much exact same thing with what you can do with a printed book, but it's so much more convenient to have it in an electronic device that you can easily access at any point in time without having to carry. I mean, you can read a book when you're on a flight without having to carry this big bulky thing. You can do homework while you're on vacation without having to carry again all these books with you, because you can have it all in one space and not have to worry about it. So again, I hope that I can persuade you into switching over to ebooks. And I mean, not just for textbooks in college, but in general for any book. And a lot of people like ebooks because you want to remain anonymous to what you're reading. Ebooks do a really good job, because if you're just looking at your tablet or something like this, nobody knows what you're doing. You can be on social media, you can be just doing so many things, or you can be reading and nobody will know what you're reading. So I think there's just many benefits with ebooks. So I hope that you guys will want to read them. Thank you.